Hi, welcome back to Light OSHA safety training. We were discussing common general hazard. So here we will discuss about fire. What is the fire? What is the fire triangle? What is the fire tetrahedron? Classification of the fire and fire extinguishers, and then hazard and control we will discuss in this video. Let's start. What is the fire? The fire is a chemical reaction of fuel with required amount of heat, oxygen, and during this reaction, heat and light produce. It means once there is the heat is increasing, and then chain reaction is created in that fuel, and once he changes condition from solid to liquid, liquid to vapor, dropping. This dropping is taking light like heat, that considered as a fire. So in this triangle you can see three things are mandatory for the fire: oxygen, heat, and fuel. Generally, if we normally discuss, everywhere we are sitting, if all fuel is there like chair, tables, oxygen is there, and at least something heat is there, but the fire is not starting. What is the reason? The reason is that is spark point. The heat is increased till that point where the start the spark mean that to change the fuel condition. Start the changing fuel condition is internally reaction will started, like for example the toast the solid things is need more heat rather than the liquid. So that's why the liquid petrol, diesel are having very weak molecule bonds, and reaction will be very like fastly. So that's why is within the second is fire started. In the solid things have more strong their molecule bonds. For breaking that molecule bonds, we need the more heat. Unless the heat will not reach on that point, that which called a spark point, when the fuel start the reaction to start the changing condition, that is start the spark point. So with the heat amount, oxygen and fuel, once they start the reaction, and then fuel started to become a dropping vapors, and this vapor taking the light and heat is called the fire. So in this you can see three things. Tetrahydrons is that once the reaction chemical reaction is started, three things was mandatory, which is there like fuel, oxygen, and heat. So between this, the fourth thing is the chain reaction. Once the heat is increasing and is starting the fuel condition changing, so that is called as a tetrahydron, and then fourth item will be added in that. So classification of the fire, the base on that. Before that, we have to discuss source of the heat. The source of heat is increasing our risk, as we can identify very easily, clearly, so we can know the what is the risk of the fire in that area. Electricity, smoking, hot work, open flame, frictions, chemical reactions, hot surfaces, smoldering embers, and sunlight. So these are the common heat sources which can increase the heat in our working environment, and fire can start easily. So on the base of the fuel, because heat and oxygen have no any color, no any shape, so that's why on that base we cannot classify the fire. On the base of fuel we classify the fires. Total the six type of the fire. So first class A, any solid things are burning like wood, paper, rubber, that is class A fire. Class B, once the petrol, diesel, paints are burning, that time we consider as a class B fire. Class C, once the gases are burning, hydrogen, butane and methane gases like that burning, that is considered as a class C fire. Class D is combusted material, magnesium, aluminium or potassium, etc. Class E is the electrical fires, electrical equipment, computer generator is the burning, so that is considered as a class E fire. And class K or sometimes class F, which is the kitchen fire, only wherever the cooking oil is burning, that will be considered as a class F or K fire. So according to this classification, we have to use different kind of the fire extinguishers according to their classification. So for solid, we can use the water type. For the class A, we can use water type, which is the identification of the cylinder. Fully cylinder color will be dark red and light red bar will be there. Also, it will be written on the water base. Then foam type and dry powders, that is the both we can use for the class B and C. But dry powder always we are considering A, B, C type also, because we can use for A type, B type and C type like solid, liquid and gases. Foam as well also we can consider for the C type mostly, wherever the gases are burning. Then the more important is carbon dioxide, CO2. It's only for the electrical fire, wherever the electrical items are burning, that time we can use, because for the safety is not mean that we have to save ourselves, we have to save our property as well. If we use the water type and electrical fire, the person who are using the water type fire extinguisher, he will get the electrical shock. If we use the dry powder foam, may it will be stuck and fully that equipment destroyed, is not possible to use. So fire extinguisher CO2 is the more better for the electrical safety. It will be reduce the oxygen, increase the carbon dioxide, and then fire will be extinguished. Then wet chemical, it is only for class K fire, kitchen fire, where the cooking oil is burning. That time we have to use identification of the cylinder. Overall cylinder color is the red, but between that will be yellow bar will be there, and there will be written there wet chemical. So all kitchen fire, restaurant, cafeterias, that type of the cylinder we can use. What are the more danger for hazard for fire? Main hazard: smoke, toxic fume, explosion risk is some environments, oxygen depletions, flammable, radiator heat and convected heat, and structural failure and collapse of the building. So that is the can happen due to fire. Then how to control the fire? Design the concentrations, ensuring the means of escape, choice of material, fire resistance, claddings, design the features, blast proof walls, explosion relief panels, safe system of the work, control of the hot work, storage and control of the flammable liquid and gases, good general housekeeping, and then fire detection, alarm, training and personal control, raise the alarm, evacuate, use of the shortest and safest route, do not leave the site, go to assembly point, a fire risk assessment and regular fire drill are essential. Let's see one video regarding the fire hazard.
If you hear the evacuation signal, listen for instructions and follow the nearest safe exit route. If there is a fire, initiate the fire alarm or dial 911. If it's within your ability, use the firefighting equipment. If smoke is encountered, remain low and close all doors. Go to the nearest, safest evacuation assembly point. These are located directly out from each corner of the facility. If there is an active shooter, be aware of your environment and any possible dangers. Take note of the two nearest exits. If you are in an office, stay there and secure the door. If you are in a hallway, get into a room and secure the door. Dial 911. Only as a last resort, attempt to take the active shooter down. If you're ever in doubt or require further safety information, see your supervisor.
So that was all about fire. Next is the working in heat, like high temperatures. High temperatures is having the more effect on our health. The main hazard for the working in heat, like heat rashes, a skin irritation caused by the exposed sweating during hot, humid weather. Heat cramps, sweating, depletes and body salts and moisturize level low. Salt level in muscles cause the painful and cramps. Heat symptoms, fighting the episode of dizziness with the usually occur with the prolonged stand or the sudden raising from the sitting or laying position. Heat exhaustion is the body response to an excessive loss of water and salt, usually through the excessive sweating. Heat stroke, the most serious heat related disorder occur when the body become unable to control of the temperatures. Control of the heat accumulations program of a new employee, provision of the appropriate amounts of the potable drinking water, provision for the design and replacement of the safe and cooling shelters, posting of the urine chart formational filters on heat stress, provision of the appropriate clothing, audit inspection program, training for all employees regarding the heat. Due to heat, dehydration also can happen. So dehydration is commonly caused in like our heat and in the summer season. So urine level, as telling us, the dark yellow color is considered as a dehydration patient. So for that you must have to drink more and more water, use the more salt in your meals, and as well as you have to use the more salads, fruits in your meats and foods. More general hazards are slip trip hazard, refer to situation and coordinate with can cause the people to slip trip fall, potentially resulting in injury. This hazard can occur in various settings such as the home, workplace or public place are here some example of the slip trip and fall hazard. Wet or slippery surfaces, slip wet floor or fresh smoke area without the proper wearing signage can lead to slip. Uneven or damaged floor, cracked, swelling, loss of tiles or uneven floor surface can cause of people get trip. Culture and obstacles, object left in the walkway, cables and cords across path of the cultural space can contribute to tripping the hazard. Poor lighting, influencing the lighting and dimensionality. Its area can make it difficult to these potential hazard. Loss of the carpets or mats. Carpets or mats are, that are not securely fastened can create a tripping hazard. Stair and steps, uneven steps, lack of the handrail of slippery stair can lead to fail. Weather conditions, snow, ice, or rain can create a slippery outdoor surface. increasing the risk of the slip trip. So that was all about these all videos, our all general common hazard on the workplace. So this topic is general common hazards is closed. So next video we will discuss about what is the accident, what is the incident, and why we have to investigate accident and incident, and what is the way to investigate. So that's all in this video. Bye bye. Take care.